What did you like most about this one? Because it was hard fought. They kind of were knocking at the door at the end, but you held on for it.
We just kept attacking, we just kept guarding, and as the game went on, we kept picking up our pressure, even though, both teams came off a back-to-back, so knowing that, we just applied the pressure and, just kept wearing them down.
Coach Splitter was asked a performance that stood out to him tonight, and he said you, especially on the offensive boards. What was your mentality rebounding tonight?
Just try to give my team extra chances, and attack the glass. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I'm out there. So, I got to give offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and just help my team anyway.
How was it facing former teammate Deandre, Ayton?
It was cool. I love DA. He helped me so much my rookie year and getting adapt to this game. And I got a lot of respect for him and love for him. And, it was cool going out there playing against him tonight.
What did you guys say to each other pregame?
We just said what up. We talked for a couple minutes after the game. He's like I said, he's my vet from my rookie year, and he taught me a lot coming into this league.
Had to have a little bit of extra juice going against him for the first time.
Yeah, it was nice. We practice against each other all the time, but to go against each other in the game was cool.
Safe to say you've seen all his moves at this point. You sneak up.
No.
What are the things you think are taught you the most?
DA, I feel like how to rebound, how to be in the right position. He was always in my ear about running the floor and being in the right shape. And I just feel like communicating. DA is a good communicator, so those are some things he taught me.
Drew's a guy who's been around the league for a long time, a really well-respected locker room guy. What has his leadership been like, especially over the last week for you guys?
It's been big time. He's a two-time champion. He knows how to win, and I feel like that's helping the team as a whole. Just talking to us on the floor, talking to us off the floor, what to do in certain situations. He knows what to do, and he knows what's right for the team to win, and that's what we needed this year.
What have you liked about having Thiago as a coach these last few games?
Thiago coaches hard. He's always pushing guys. He never lets off the gas, and it's been fun playing for him.
Is it kind of cool to have somebody your size as the head coach? You don't really have a lot of big men former players be head coaches.
Yeah, it's cool. Thiago's a great coach, and he's doing a great job.
Let's call a few more ISOs for you. Give you some. When your team plays fast, right? Whether you're on the floor, especially when you're not on the floor, what's it like adjusting to that as a center on this team?
I feel like just keep running, just be in the best shape possible. And that's something I worked on this summer, is just being in great shape, being able to get up and down the floor consistently, and just push through when I'm tired. And I feel like all the work this summer paid off.
What do you see from your vantage point when you got guys in front of you that can force turnovers, make ball handlers as uncomfortable as you've made them here in LA and Friday night in Golden State?
Yeah, I feel like it's they're pressuring the ball to force them down to me, and it's my job to protect the rim. And I feel like that's what the whole defensive plan is. Just force these guys off the three-point line, force them down into the paint, and it's my job to protect the rim without fouling.
What was your feeling going into the game, knowing they were missing their two superstars?
Just the same mentality. Go out there, play. It's not going to be a easier game. But we just had to go out there, play our game, and stick to our identity, and just do what we do.
You feel like a little more is on you to rebound in light of sometimes you guys go small and you're not out there, and sometimes you're at a disadvantage. But when you're out there, because of how fast you play.
Yeah, I feel like it's that being a big, that's my job. Is to go out there, rebound the ball, give my team extra opportunities, and defensive rebound, and outlet the ball down the floor to start that fast pace.